Now, we will derive an expression for velocity of an electron in the nth orbit of hydrogen atom. So, this is also very similar to deriving expression for radius. Okay. So, let us suppose that an electron is revolving around the nucleus. Okay. The charge of the nucleus is plus Ze. Okay. Say electron is having some mass me and the charge of electron is okay, minus e. It is moving with velocity some v. Okay. So, the radius let it be r and say this is the sense of rotation. Now, we know that if the electron has to move in a circular path, the electrostatic force of attraction should be equal to centripetal force or centrifugal reaction. So, therefore, the first step would be the same, electrostatic force of attraction should be equal to centripetal force. So, what happens? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Z e into E divided by r square is equal to m v square by r, m v square by r. Now, what happens? This r and this r gets cancelled. So, we can write an equation m v square r. Okay. So, here m v square is there, m v square and this r I will bring here, m v square r is equal to Z e square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Now, I will name it as equation number 1. Now, according to Bohr's second postulate, what does it say? Angular momentum of an electron, okay, orbiting electron in a stationary orbit should be integral multiple of h by 2 pi. So, this is the Bohr's second postulate. Okay. Now, what we will do? We will perform 1 by 2. Then what happens? This m gets cancelled, r gets cancelled. What remains is only v. Okay. So, can we? Okay, we will move on to next slide. See, 1 by 2. So, I will write equation 1 and 2 once again. Okay. So, what is equation number 1? M v square r is equal to Z e square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. This was our equation number 1. What is equation number 2? Bohr's second postulate, m v r is equal to n h by 2 pi. So, this is our equation number 2. If I perform equation number 1 divided by equation number 2, then what happens? This m and m gets cancelled, r and r gets cancelled, 1 v gets cancelled and I get an equation for v, that v is equal to Z e square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught divided by n h by 2 pi or multiplied by 2 pi by n h. So, what happens? This pi and pi gets cancelled, 2 goes twice. Okay. So, velocity of the electron in the nth orbit is equal to Z e square divided by 2 epsilon naught n h, Z e square divided by 2 epsilon naught n h. Now, for hydrogen atom, okay, for hydrogen atom, so we know that Z is equal to 1, okay, Z is equal to 1, okay. Then what happens? Velocity in the nth orbit is equal to 1 by n into e square divided by 2 epsilon naught h, 1 by n into e square divided by 2 epsilon naught h. So, this is the expression for velocity of the electron in the nth orbit of hydrogen atom. Now, we see that for entrance examination this is very useful. Velocity is inversely proportional to orbit number. Thank you very much.